In this video, I'm going to show you how to pick a lock with just 2 paper clips that you bent into the correct shapes. The first tool is one that fits into the bottom of the lock, bent so it'll be a little bit more stiff, and we can apply pressure to it in the direction that the lock is going to open. But while we're holding that, we'll use one of our fingers to keep pressure applied, turning it that direction. And then we have a second one where we just unfolded the first curve. So it's basically just straight like this. And now with pressure being applied on the lock, we can start to bring up these pins. So there's gonna be one pin that'll be tougher than the others, but your goal is to get them all to the same even height. So just by going in here, having this pressure applied here is going to keep all the pins in place. Once you get them to the correct position, they'll kind of stay in the correct place. And there it is. It's open. Now, I don't think I'd be able to pick a lock that fast if it wasn't clear, but understanding how the lock works is important. All these little brass pins in here is what's keeping the lock from turning. And the pattern on the key matches that pattern on all the brass pins. So whenever we insert this, you can see they're all at the same level. And that's what I'm trying to do whenever I'm picking it. And they all have a slit in the middle, and they're pushed together. So you can imagine whenever this is down in the brass tube here, it can't spin because those are all locking it. But once you get it to that split point, then they can turn separately. So when all those are even, then the lock is able to open that. And then as soon as you close it and then pull this out, you can see they all go back to normal. And all the holes in this tube here are at different depths. So you can't just take this, put it in here, and lift it straight up, because they're not all the same. So that's why there's that specific key pattern on the key that gets them all to the correct level. The actual locking mechanism is triggered by this little top piece here. Whenever you put the key in and twist it, it pulls that forward, which pulls this locking pin out, which is the groove that's holding the lock on itself. So as soon as that goes out enough, then you can see that pops out because there's a spring putting pressure this way. And then once this gets pushed back in, there's a taper here that pushes this forward, and then it locks back in here and in here. So again, whenever you twist this, it brings both of these in, unlocking it from both sides, and then it pops open. Here's a little bit of a different key. You can see when you slide it in and we turn it, you can get a better look at all those pins. And then those pins are also up here, and you can see there's that split. So once these come back in contact and I pull the key out, they all inset into this. So obviously if you only put the key in a little bit, it won't be able to turn. Only whenever it's all the way in are they able to separate like that. So that's how the mechanism in a lock works. It's pretty interesting learning how it works and how all this goes together. The clear lock really helps you understand it a little bit better. I've seen videos of people building it, and that really shows just how all the pieces go together and how the lock mechanism actually works. So I hope you guys found this video useful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.